Better to burn out, right, than to fade away. Kurt Cobain said that in his letter. I watched a video about all the famous ones. There's Ernest Hemingway, Robin Williams, Virginia Woolf, Hunter S. Thompson, Sylvia Plath, David Foster Wallace, Van Gogh. I'm not comparing myself. Trust me, those people actually made an impact. I did nothing. I couldn't even write a note. Burning is the right way to paint it. You feel yourself getting so hot, day after day, hotter and hotter. It gets to be too much, even for the stars. At some point, they fizzle out, they explode. Cease to be. But if you're looking up at the sky, you don't see it that way. You think all those stars are still there. Some aren't. Some are already gone, long gone. I guess now, so am I. My name, that was the last thing I wrote on another kid's cast. Not quite a goodbye note, but hey, I made my little mark on a broken limb. Seems about right. Poetic if you think about it. And thinking is just about all I can do right now. I thought it was a dream. How could I know? It's not like someone gives you a heads up. Hey, just so you know, you are dead. The day started just like any other. The whole happy family seated at the kitchen table eating breakfast. I wasn't really eating. And there was Larry, too busy with his iPhone. And there was Cynthia, too busy serving the rest of us. My parents love it when I call them by their first names. Zoe was the only one actually consuming food. I didn't want to go to school. My mother wouldn't hear it. Said it was the first day and I had no choice. School would do me good, she said. She watched me sleep all summer. She was desperate to get me out of the house. But really, what was the point of going to school? They never knew what to do with me. If you don't fit into one of their boxes, you get tossed aside. I could learn way more at home, reading my own books, watching Vice. At least when I was at Hanover, I could mention Nietzsche without a teacher staring back at me with a blank look. Then Cynthia tried to get Larry involved. That's always good for a laugh. You're going to school, Connor. That's all he could muster. Which really set off my mother that my father couldn't be bothered. So they went at it for a while, talking like I wasn't there. Welcome to the Murphy household. If your name is Zoe, strap in for the ride of your life. If you happen to be Connor, well, you're gonna want to stay good and numb. I ended up going to school. Some fights aren't really worth the effort. I got a lift from Zoe. Yet another perk of being me. Your little sister drives you around, all because the Subaru that Larry Luxury handed you like an olive branch is a recycling heap somewhere. Turns out I was right to skip school. I got singled out in homeroom, even though I wasn't the only one on my phone. Got messed with in the cafeteria, messed with again in the computer lab. I'm just trying to mind my own fucking business, not even allowed to do that. That was only day one. What about the rest of the year? 170-something days left. How am I supposed to get through that? I couldn't. Skipped my last 2 classes, walked right out the building. I couldn't shake the feeling. Free falling. Like there's nothing to hold on to. I reached out to the only person that I thought might help. And then, when that didn't work, well, here we are.